latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And boy, it was a tale of two weather days today. This morning was beautiful. We had a little bit more cloudiness this morning, but temperatures were mild and no wind. And then about noontime, that wind really picked up around north central Washington. We even saw gusts of around 30 miles an hour this afternoon, but still a beautiful shot from our cross camera today and those crystal clear skies. And Easter forecast. Lots of you are traveling this weekend, and here's what things look like if you are heading out maybe tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies here in Wenatchee and 58 degrees. For Sunday, it looks great. Mostly sunny skies, and I think a lot like today with some breezy conditions in the afternoon. And if you are lucky enough to have Monday off and traveling home, mostly sunny skies and cooler here in Wenatchee with a high of 56. We will bring you the rest of your forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Maintenance work at Rock Island Dam may be the cause of a small oil-like sheen on the water below the dam, and an injured car crash victim pulls a gun on a Grant County firefighter. But first we begin tonight. The driver of a tractor trailer rig crashed into a vineyard off of US 97 yesterday, according to a Facebook post by the Orondo Firefighters Association. Firefighters responded to the scene 1 mile north of Sun Cove to find the semi in the middle of the vineyard. The semi appeared to have lost control, crossed the oncoming traffic lane into the northbound ditch, where the driver then came back across both lanes of traffic and into the vineyard. According to first responders, amazingly, the truck did not roll over. No information was immediately available about the cause of the accident or possible injuries. A driver is accused of pulling a gun on a Grant County Fire District 5 firefighter who had responded after the man was involved in a serious vehicle accident back in late February. When emergency personnel responded, Fire District 5 Captain Travis Viller entered the vehicle to reach 27-year-old Andrew Reed of Moses Lake. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says Reed then pulled out a pistol and put it against Viller's chest. Sviller was able to push Reed's arm out of the way, and deputies disarmed him. Sviller was not injured, and Reed was taken to the area hospital with serious injuries. Currently, no charges have been filed against Reed, and he remains hospitalized, but the Grant County Sheriff's Office is recommending a first-degree assault charge. Reed was driving at a high rate of speed at the time of the crash on February 25th near Harris Road and Row I Northeast near Moses Lake when his vehicle left the road and rolled. Maintenance work on Powerhouse 1 at Rock Island Dam may be the cause of a small oil-like sheen on the water below the dam. The oil sheen was discovered yesterday. Chelan County PUD Communications Director Suzanne Hartman says Department of Ecology officials are on site trying to determine just what that sheen is.
We're doing a lot of work down on Powerhouse 1 right now, down at Rock Island, and we don't know if that sheen possibly came as a result of some of the work we're currently doing, and it was just a residual amount of oil. In all that we can figure at the moment, because again, we don't have that final answer, but all we can figure at the moment is that it's a very minimal amount of oil that would just produce this kind of sheen on the water. So as soon as we detected it, as soon as our employees detected it, they did everything they're supposed to. They put up a containment boom to make sure that it was fully contained and let Department of Ecology know. Department of Ecology was on site yesterday, and now they're working through kind of a process of elimination on, okay, what isn't it, and then to figure out, what the root cause was.
A 53-year-old Warden man who served as a substitute teacher at Warden Schools was placed under arrest yesterday morning for voyeurism, and FBI agents are looking into his involvement in child pornography. Warden Police and the FBI, assisted by undercover INET detectives, served a search warrant Thursday at 609 South Ash Avenue in Warden and arrested Michael S. Levitt. The investigation started in October of 2017 when police received a complaint from a 9-year-old Warden school student that Levitt, then an emergency substitute teacher, had used his phone to video record under her dress in her classroom. Police seized Levitt's phone, and a subsequent search warrant and forensic investigation yielded evidence that Levitt had viewed child porn on his phone and evidence that Levitt had deleted files from his phone. The FBI is now investigating possible possession and production of child porn by Levitt. Levitt was booked by the Warden Police Department for the initial charge of voyeurism, and that investigation continues. On March 28, members of the Wenatchee Police Department Volunteer and Police Services conducted graffiti cleanup throughout the city of Wenatchee. The graffiti was located on houses and businesses. Volunteer in Police Service is a national police volunteer program in USA Freedom Corps. These volunteers provide public safety services to our citizens when a police officer is not required. The supplies for the graffiti cleanup were donated. Coming up next, the Chelan County Superior Court announced yesterday the selection of a new full-time court commissioner, and community members who went above and beyond were honored at the annual Red Cross Hometown Heroes event last night at the Wenatchee Convention Center. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. Christian Shaman here with Bay Equity Home Loans.
Make your dream of building your own home a reality today. Bay Equity Home Loans has teamed up with Real Homes to make building your new home a smooth process. Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee offers new construction loans, FHA 3.5% down, and VA 100% construction loans.
Stop on by or give us a call today.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on unbaked. Who wants an unbaked pizza? You do. Because unbaked means unprocessed dough and unfrozen vegetables, all prepared fresh by us. So the difference between a pizza fresh from your oven and one pulled from a greasy delivery box? Unreal. The smell? Unbelievable. Leftovers? Unlikely. Home bake a large Papa's all meat with Canadian bacon, salami, pepperoni, Italian sausage, and ground beef. Just $12. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Welcome back. In another news, the Chelan County Superior Court announced yesterday the selection of attorney Tracy Brandt as its new full-time court commissioner. Brandt will take over the position following the upcoming retirement of Commissioner Bart Vandergrift, who has served since 1995. Tracy Brandt was admitted to the Washington State Bar Association in 1998. Since that time, she's worked in Chelan County and has been a partner in her own general practice law firm since 2003. She possesses extensive experience in family law, juvenile, criminal, and dependency cases, and general civil and criminal law. She was recognized by the Washington State Bar Association with a Local Hero Award in 2015 and as the Volunteer Attorney of the Year for Chelan and Douglas counties in 2006. Community members who went above and beyond were honored at the annual Red Cross Hometown Heroes event last night at the Wenatchee Convention Center. 11 Hometown Hero Awards were given out along with the Spirit of the Red Cross Award. Recipients included Bridgeport's Pat McFadden, firefighter Brandon Freeland, Deputy Chief Brian Brett, Wenatchee Compassionate Friends Carol Sinata, Corporal Ryan Weatherman with the Wenatchee Police Department, Jan Sinnette from the Kashmir School District, Deputy David De La Rosa and his K-9 Grizzly, Scott Strutzel of the Department of Transportation, Shannon Port from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center, and Deputy Will Tungal and Deputy Cole Soriano of Chelan County Sheriff's Office. Captain Edgar Reinfeld shared the stories of each recipient and why they were nominated, including the several truly heroic deeds.
On February 21st, 2018, the Ukrainian woman called for assistance with her missing 85-year-old husband at roughly 3:30 in the morning. The caller was in extreme distress as her husband had Alzheimer's disease and the temperature was quickly dropping into the 20s. Many searchers responded and used the best technology they had, including a thermal imaging camera, but he could not be found. Deputy De La Rosa brought some furry, four-legged technology in the form of his canine partner Grizzly to the situation. Within minutes of their arrival, the missing man was found in a large hole roughly 100 yards from his home. He had injured his ankle and was unable to walk or get himself out of the hole. The man was rescued and transported to Columbia Basin Hospital for treatment for exposure and his ankle injury. For being the man's best friend and his dedicated partner's guidance in effecting a rescue, Canine Grizzly and Deputy Dave De La Rosa are recognized as hometown heroes. Over the course of 6 weeks, Scott made the difference to local law enforcement and citizens of Chelan County when he took the following actions. First, on December 20th, 2017, Washington State Department of Transportation employee Scott here located a vehicle on the shoulder of State Route 2 near milepost 98. He checked the vehicle and located a female driver with a head injury that was in and out of consciousness. He quickly realized she needed immediate medical attention. It was later determined that if aid had not been called, the driver most likely would have died from her injuries. 6 days later, Washington State Patrol Communications broadcasted an armed robbery that had happened at Little Red's coffee stand and provided a description of the vehicle. The victim was unable to provide a direction of travel for the suspect vehicle. Scott observed this vehicle traveling westbound on State Route 2 near Coles Corner and advised State Patrol Communications. Because of Mr. Strutz's help in locating the suspect vehicle, Chelan and King County deputies on Stevens Pass were able to apprehend the two robbery suspects. On January 31st, 2018, State Patrol Communications advised of an erratically driven vehicle which had become disabled blocking the highway on State Route 2 near Praise Fruit Stands just east of Lebanon. A description of the vehicle and direction of travel was broadcast, but no units were in the area. A Chelan County deputy was dispatched and was unable to locate the vehicle. Mr. Strutzel was also in the area, located the vehicle down a private driveway. The driver was in insulin shock and had no comprehension of her surroundings. He quickly realized the need for medical attention, and without his assistance, the incident could have been tragic. The Red Cross recognizes Scott Strutzel for his situational awareness and action as a good citizen far and above the call of duty as a true hometown hero.
Reinfeld also announced the final award of the night, the Spirit of the Red Cross.
It's hard to find a day when he's not in the office. He often drops in to check on the team, take a vehicle in for service, drop off supplies, or do some small maintenance job. When he's not busy with that, he's manning table events, giving preparedness presentations, installing smoke alarms, or acting as a community ambassador as part of his role as a board member. He's always listening to the call for help from anyone, including all of those agencies I just mentioned. From the youngest member of the community looking for a sticker or candy on Halloween, up to those needing something as disaster sweeps through a community, he is there. He's always there for all of us. He has given 50 years worth of overlapping volunteer service since he retired from his police work in Seattle. He truly depicts the core values of the American Red Cross: selflessness, compassion, and commitment to improving our community by helping those in need. And it is with pride that the Spirit of the Red Cross Award is presented to Rick Isaacson.
Congratulations to Rick Isaacson for sure. Stay tuned to the NCW Life channel for the NCW Life magazine with Jay Seebeck for the full Hometown Heroes program. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Dan Kuntz and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Thursday night, hockey night on the NCW Life channel. It all begins at 7 o'clock with a call of the Wild and Clarkie's Corner. Then it's non-stop hockey action with a voice of the Wild, Arch Ecker. Join us as the Wild battle the rest of the BCHL. Thursday night is hockey night on the NCW Life channel.
Is this really what we're going to do on our girls' night out?
We should go to Club Crow. The bar and grill in Cashmere? Yeah, let's go.
Looking for a fun-filled, friendly hometown atmosphere? Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is the place to be. Hi, this is Justin. Here at Club Crow, we have full bar and restaurant, live music, a dance floor, pool tables, pull tabs, and live jam sessions the first Sunday of every month. Club Crow in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, and this is Guada TV. Every week we will be bringing you a first look at North Central Washington business, tech, and education news. You'll hear from local influencers and innovators who live right here in the Valley. Together, we'll discuss hot topics, current events, and resources that can support your business, our schools, and this community. Join me every week, and let's get inspired.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a good Friday, I am Dan Coons, filling in for Eric Granstrom with sports. On your Friday, they say if you're going to win every game of the year, you got to win the first one. Well, the Mariners aren't going to win every game this year, but they did win their first one last night. King Felix pitched very well indeed. Shutout ball in the 6th inning. Nelson Cruz handed Felix all the offense he needed, and the Seattle Mariners began their 2018 campaign with a nice little 2-1 win over Cleveland on Thursday night. King Felix became just the 7th pitcher to start at least 10 straight opening days. Got off to a good start against one of the best teams in the American League. Hernandez allowing just 2 hits in 5 1/3 innings, only being pulled because of a limited pitch count. Remember, his spring training was, shall we say, abbreviated after he was hit by that line drive, and he missed some starts during the spring. But he's back. He looked good last night. He had 7 opening day wins now, and those 7 opening day wins for King Felix ties him with Randy Johnson, Tom Seaver, and Jimmy Key for 4th most all time. Following Hernandez, the Mariners used 5 relief pitchers. Edwin Diaz got into a little bit of trouble in the 9th inning, but he got out of it. He gets the save. King Felix was given an early jolt by Mr. Nelson Cruz, who picked up right where he left off last year after hitting 39 home runs last year. The very first pitch that Nelson Cruz saw last night, he jacked into the center field bleachers for the 2-0 lead. Again, the Mariners went on to win 2-1 over Cleveland. Ichiro Suzuki back in a Mariner uniform for the first time since July of 2012. He went 0 for 2 at the plate, but got a big standing ovation during the player introductions and also during his first at-bat. Mariners and Indians are off today. They have a matinee on Saturday. 1:10 first pitch at the safe. Cleveland will go with Carlos Carrasco, and the Mariners will go with James Paxton, who came off a career year last year. Don't forget, Wenatchee Wild Hockey, 7:05 tonight, 7:05 on Saturday night. It is the 3rd round of the BCHL playoffs. The Trail Smoke Eaters are in town to take on the Wenatchee Wild again. Game 1 tonight, Game 2 tomorrow at 7:05. Tickets are just $10 for any place in the bowl. Students get in for $7 both tonight and tomorrow night. And next week, a full slate of high school sports on the NCW Life sports calendar, including West Valley at Eastmont Soccer on Tuesday, Pasco at Wenatchee Soccer next Wednesday. Friday, we'll have Moses Lake and Eastmont Baseball from Dan White Field in East Wenatchee, and Quincy and Eastmont Soccer next Saturday. Have yourself a great Easter weekend. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan, and I'll see you at Rec Park. Easter Sunday is this Sunday, and every Easter since 1995, people have viewed a lighted cross perched high above the Wenatchee Valley. Dan Kuntz tells us more.
The iconic cross was the brainchild of Randy Smith, who, with a group of volunteers, erected the first cross near Castle Rock in December of 1994. A few years later, a new, larger cross was constructed and placed near Roostercombe Rock, south of Wenatchee, where it remained until the windstorm of January 2007 blew it over. It was then that Wolfgang Mueller of Wenatchee Heights offered a piece of his property as the new home for the cross. On this morning's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Smith talked about how the cross finally found a permanent home.
When he offered me the site, I said, wow, that's great. Phenomenal.
It's
I love
perfect.
it. So I went up there with my son and another guy, and we kind of scoped the site out and paced off where the guy wires would need to be. And the land is set up really almost perfectly because that rock, that jetty that comes out, that finger that comes up, that is an ideal location for one of the guy wires. Because normally when you put something on the front of a bluff, you got no guy wires to put it on down in the front.
Right.
So you have to set it back further in order to do, and this was just ideal the way it was set up there. And Wolfgang was just incredibly generous and helpful in any way he possibly could to get us to do that. So we put it up there, got the generator up and running, and it was amazing. From the move from one location to the other, I don't believe we spent more than $500.
Today, the 100-foot-tall cross is lit from sunset to sunrise every day of the year and is powered not by a generator, but by a dedicated power line laid by the Chelan PUD. Smith reminds people that the cross sits on private property and that people are discouraged from visiting the site. For NCW Life News, I'm Dan Kuntz.
We'll be back with more news and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan Mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp programs focus on our 4 core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Make this summer's memories last a lifetime. Pick your theme week today with a wide variety of safe and engaging activities. Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp is the ultimate summer fun in the sun camp for children, teens, and families. Reserve your child's week today.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Your Easter weekend weather forecast is straight ahead, but first, legislation sponsored by Representative Tom Dent of Moses Lake to improve wildfire preparedness and prevention was recently signed into law by Governor Inslee. House Bill 2561 will have the Commissioner of Public Lands direct the Wildland Fire Advisory Committee to review, analyze, and make recommendations on wildfire prevention, response, and suppression activities. The advisory committee will also evaluate the existing fire mobilization process and identify potential efficiencies or other reforms that may lead to a more effective, coordinated wildfire response. There were 1,289 wildfires in Washington state in 2017, burning 271,000 acres. The bill takes effect 90 days after the adjournment of the regular session, which did adjourn this past March 8th. Well, with the weekend right around the corner, there are lots of activities around the valley for you to take in. NCW Life's Megan McPherson has the details.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Put on your thinking cap for a casual evening of trivia for local history buffs, culture gurus, and museum lovers at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center Friday, March 30 at 6 p.m. Bring your friends, up to 6 people per team, and meet some of the smartest people in town. Test your knowledge of museum exhibits, Wenatchee Valley history, natural science, music, and current events. There will be 6 rounds with 5 questions each. Each round will have a different theme. A great way to prepare is to visit the museum and check out their Facebook page. Snacks and prizes will be provided, and wine and beer will be available for purchase. Joseph M. Martin's magnificent and moving choral work, Song of the Shadows, will be performed by the Leavenworth Community United Methodist Church Choir together with the Leavenworth Village Voices Choral on Good Friday, March 30 at 7 p.m. Special guest artists, including cellist Meredith Honeycutt, will also perform. There is no admission charge and donations will be accepted. The Weinstein Beverage Beat the Buzzer finalist competitions is at Pybus Market on Saturday, March 31. Winner takes home a cool $1,000. Admission is free to the general public to watch the competition. Small Woods Harvest is hosting an Easter egg hunt Saturday, March 31 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be free fun activities all day and special activities that cost $2 per ticket. There will be a prop maze, petting zoo, bounce house, hay wagon and cow train rides, food, beverages, and more. And finally, the Eniat Kite Fest is happening on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Kiwanis Park. Come enjoy food, fun, and most importantly, kites. There will be entertainment, magic performances by Jason Sims, a bouncy house, and a great opportunity to paint and fly your very own kite. There will be free kites for kids to decorate and fly. Hot dogs and beverages will be by donation. For more information on this weekend's events, visit ncwlife.com.
Time now for a check of that North Central Washington weather forecast. Before we get into the details of that, let's take a look outside our weather window, where once again, looks can be a little bit deceiving. We are seeing some pretty hefty winds out there, and we did see that throughout our afternoon. But look at the beautiful blue skies from the cross camera we just told you about before the commercial break. And yeah, it's a beautiful one out there today with temperatures around 60 to 62 degrees. Weather-wise, good agreement exists between the latest weather models and maintaining pretty much a general mild northwesterly flow over north central Washington through the next few days. The only weather of note were those winds today, and they were gusty, especially over the Columbia Basin, where winds reached about 35 miles an hour. We saw afternoon winds here of about 15 to 25 miles an hour, and highs mainly, as I mentioned, in the lower 60s. Our weather looks pretty nice as we head into the Easter weekend with partly cloudy skies Saturday and mostly sunny conditions on Easter Sunday. We will also see some breezy conditions, though, on Easter, with afternoon gusts maybe as high as 25 miles an hour. Nice weather is expected for Monday and Tuesday of next week before our next weather arrives late in the day on Wednesday, bringing about a 20% chance of showers late in the day. Precipitation chances will continue, though, to ramp up on Thursday with a 50% chance of rain. And I'll tell you what, it just goes up from there into our next weekend as several shortwave storm systems interact with a rich plume of moisture that's nosing toward the northwestern United States. So as we look at our forecast, enjoy these days when we have them right now. 62, yeah, we reached that today. 39, our overnight low tonight. Partly cloudy as we begin our Easter weekend. A little bit cooler for Saturday, but not bad. About 58 where we should be for this time of year. And then on Easter Sunday, mostly sunny skies. As I just mentioned, it could become a little bit breezy in the afternoon. High temperature of 57 expected. 33 the overnight low. Working our way into Monday, lots of you will be traveling either to or from Wenatchee. Mostly sunny skies, cooler temperatures as well, 56 degrees. And then a warm-up begins on Tuesday. Partly cloudy, light wind, and 58. For Wednesday, partly cloudy, maybe some late night showers on Wednesday and 61. A beautiful 42 the overnight low. And for your Thursday, that's when things begin to change. Cloudy skies, a 50% chance for rain, and we'll see a high temperature by midweek next week on Thursday of 58 degrees. And just a reminder before we let you go, if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend and happy Easter.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
I gotta tell you, I'm nervous. Selling your home, it's a big step.
Can we find the right buyer in this market?
Look at our website. When someone looks at your home, I can tell how ready they are to buy. See that number? The closer it is to 100, the closer they are to buying. So, I know who to zero in on.
So you have a secret weapon.
You mean we have a secret weapon.
I like that. Oh, what do you think of the wallpaper?
I love that touch.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.